How you going? Like describe, it's Josh at Intheswitch here, and I'm finally going to do a Mario Kart review. Well, not Mario Kart 8, but, Mario Kart World. So, if you haven't played it, you need to play it. The reality is, I bought the original Switch just to play Mario games, and hands down, Mario Kart is the greatest all-time driving game that's been made. Basing off the sales. Obviously, it's not reality. It's not. Anyway, let's go here. So if you haven't seen this, you got single player. That's what we're gonna do here. This is where you'd go down, obviously, to the map. That's your free roam. You can see down in the corner there. You can hit the plus to go to free roam as well. There's a manual. The manual's worth having a little bit of a look at. Rocket start on 2. There's drifting like before, mini turbo like before, jump boost off of the jumps, that's normal. Spin turn, not sure if you could do that in the past. I never did it. There was no real reason, I suppose in battle, but anyway, A, B at the same time and turn in whatever direction you want. Charge jump, so it's virtually, as you see there, is you just hold the, if you have a look here, drift is hold R and then turn. Charge jump is hold R, and then you can just do a jump like you would do off of like a jump boost, like you push forwards or backwards, and like you'll flick to the left, well, you do on the front one, but rail rides. I obviously jumped straight in and started playing this, and I was struggling because to do a lot of those rail things, I thought that I had to hold the power slide button down. I then found out that that's not a thing, and that you sort of just there, and then you just use your left stick to maintain balance. So, wall ride, if you do a jump boost or charge jump while facing a wall, you can drive along that wall for a short time. Okay, so that's a charge jump. Okay, hold R, continue to drive straight, sparks under your wheels, and tilt left in the direction, and release R. Okay, so wall ride, you can do that, or you can do the jump boost, which is kind of the same thing, off of a jump. Yeah. So there we go. You can rewind. If you hold down, you can return your vehicle to a previous position. I'm assuming that's actually only available on certain things. Items. Well, we've got a whole bunch of items here. I'm not sure there's too much that's new. Got the old hammer things that you can throw. Magic, causes strange things to occur. There's the lunch box. You get snacks. Driver boost speed may also change them into a different outfit. Okay. Lightning, stars. Driver throw ice balls. Boomerang, I believe that's still around. Oh, there's this one. Shiny shell that drops coins. Crash into drivers as it goes along the course. Golden dash mushroom. Mega mushroom, a large mushroom that once used enlarged the driver and their vehicle giving them a boost. Yeah, it's like it's, you get used to all of that, but that's about there. Rules, probably don't need to. Free roam. You got a P switch to start missions. Question panels hidden away in unexpected places. See how many you can find. Peach medals. Peach medals are scattered across the world. How many can you be? Coins. These shop fronts. Dash food with tons of different food to offer. Many of the drivers will change their appearance depending on their food they eat. Photos, and you can take random photos. This here is like this thing here. Is that up? It's pretty much that thing. So that's it. So the new thing to get a hold of is this rail ride and wall ride. What I've discovered so far is that, you know, especially to jump onto a wall, you've got to be like running into it, you know, and then pretty much you got to have your sparks. If you don't get your sparks going under the wheels, that kind of won't happen. But to be honest, I was a little worried because I kept talking about how it was going to, you had to go finish a race and then you're going to have to race to the next race to start the next race. You know, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm old, and I'm like, I'm not sure I like that. You know, do I really want to do that? But it's this knockout tour. They have Grand Prix, you know, time trials, and then battle. I've played a little bit of battle. The battle, I find it's quite big. Well, let's have a look at it. You know, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, we got that. We'll just go to the standard kart. Yeah, let's just do that, whatever. Yeah, let's go. Mario, yeah, okay, let's go. That's the map. That's the map there. So... There we go. Woohoo. Okay, there's a guy. Let's grab some stuff. So there's a way, if you get a mushroom and run into people, you can steal. Hit that B button. Just jammed that in there. Oh, missed. I'm gonna hunt this guy. There we go. Ooh. See a little rail right there. Let's go. Nah. There we go. Oh, here's one. Here we go. Oh, missed it. Horrible demonstration. Let's go back. So literally, if I just ride up this, I'm just gonna like jump off of it, which is not what I wanted to do. Let's go back and do that again. There we go. So I'm not holding anything and balance this thing. There we go, look at that. Right up, and I should be able to go jump. There we go, so I got a ride on the wall. Ooh, I might have to go try and hit someone here. Okay, let's go. So I don't know, I find, and this is probably not as bad as some, but I find they're quite big. It's like, you know, nah. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the hang of this riding up walls and knowing what walls I can ride up. So you should be able to jump onto them, but I feel like as soon as you power slide, that stops. Let's go here, he's only got two. All up around here. Horrible shot. Anyway, like I said, I feel like the map could be smaller. Maybe there's some smaller maps. Maybe it'd be like Call of Duty. There'll be like big maps and short maps, small maps, or whatever. But it also goes into, you know, their open world thing, that whole big map stuff. So yes, I do want to quit. So I've never really been big on the battle mode, to be completely honest. But you know, I think more action would be there if it was smaller. What do we got? Burst race. This is our map here. Let's have a go. Let's go to maybe something I haven't even played like this one. Let's go here. On two, boom, power, got it. Woohoo. Power slide, and just feather that left stick backwards and forwards. I haven't checked into it, but I know in a lot of your Mario Kart games, the amount of coins you've got can sort of right at the death when you're fighting out for first, second, and all of that. The amount of coins can just have a slight difference in your overall speed. So I'm not sure if that's the case in this one, and if you know if it is, you can write it in the comment at the bottom, and then we'll all be as smart as you are. I missed it. Let's hit a little bit of a keep myself up in the air for a bit longer. Boost. It is still the typical Mario Kart. Well, coming first is not always the best thing, to just be out in front and yeah, if you do that, that seems to definitely favour hammering you, and a lot of the times that'll be right at the end of the game. Here we go. This will be the last one. Now here's a question. Do the coins help you recover faster from being hit? Does anyone reckon that's a thing? I reckon you got heaps of coins and you get knocked like that, you lose a few coins. You think the amount of coins? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe you know. That's what I'm asking. If you know, let me know. And boost. Missed them all. Look at that. I mean, this is where I get hit right there. Nah, I didn't. Nah. But that'd be typical Mario Kart for you. Right on the line. Watching everyone else go over it. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Oh. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love that. Well, maybe not. It's a little frustrating. I'm not gonna go to the next race. I'm gonna quit. I was just showing you that one. Got some stuff there. So let's just go, just to clarify here in the rule book. Right, so that's what we just played there, was the versus race. That's saying there, a game made where you can adjust the various rules, such as the number of races in a set, or if there are teams during the race. Choose connection settings links. Race for one course to the next. Okay. But yeah, you got your time trial. I'm not going to do that. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Your race, you do better than it. Believe, actually. Yeah, challenge yourself against the ghost data of other races. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, there is the option to actually race against other people. I think that in time is going to be something I might play a little bit of. Where am I going? Single. So, your knockout tour. Your knockout tour is going to be pretty cool. So we'll go to here, and we'll go to the rules, and the knockout tour, survive the race that stretches across the world. So this is the one I think that most people are talking about, where you race from one track, and then you sort of continue on, and as you continue on, you get eliminated. An uninterrupted sequence of races during driving have to place a high enough to keep advancing. Each tour has 5 checkpoints. There we go. Low ranking races are eliminated, stay ahead, and aim to be the first at the end. So I think this is probably once everyone plays the GP, because I think most people will go play the GP, open up some carts, and open up whatever's there to open up, you know, and familiarise themselves with the actual tracks, and then they're just going to be like the knockout tour. Like I said, all that time trial. I think I'm really going to enjoy the time trial. So anyway, let's go and let's just, what do we want to do here? You know, we'll just do the standard one, I suppose. We'll do what, 50, 100, 150. Now, if you don't know, there's no 200, and they might release it, but in reality, it doesn't exist yet. They design all of these tracks and all of these courses around a standard of 150. So the other ones are designed to be slightly easier, but to get the full experience, they are designed at 150. And that goes for if they decide to bring 250 to the table. The reality of it is that the 250 is like an advanced speed, you know, which isn't normal. But anyway, let's have a crack at the 150. Here we go. Knockout tour. Yeah, let's do it. On the 2, boom. Oh yeah. boost. 14. Wow. Okay, did a grind for you. Ah, this is the new one. Watch this. Woohoo! So what's the question here? That 20, did that mean everyone who is 20 and under just got cut? Or does that mean the next time I go through a checkpoint, I need to be 20 or above? So, let's... it says down there, be 16th or better. Look at that, answer my own question. So, I now have to be 16th or better. That was... not even sure. So is what I'm looking at on there, the map, is the end of that the checkpoint? So is that how long I've got to be to 16th, or is that the end of the whole thing? We are about to find out. Woohoo, that's cool. Now I've heard in the free world, free world, what do you call it? Free world run? Anyway, but there's trucks. I haven't seen one yet. But there's trucks you can drive up, and then when you go up into the truck, you become the truck. So you become Mater. Maybe, I don't know if it's a Mater. It might be like a lorry style truck. Oh. I know, oh, come on. Okay, so that is the map that's on that screen. Appears to be as far as I've got to go to get. There we go, 16th or better. So now what's it going to change to? In the bottom, under third place, says 12th or better. And then obviously now that grey map on the right is the length I have to get to 12th or better. Good to know these things. Ooh. Drop some of them down for some people. Yeah. So them little question marks you can get by doing your power, getting your power going in a straight line, and then pushing forwards or backwards your little jump, and you can get all that stuff. Oh, got him. Yeah. Here we go. I've got nice cream. Some Wendy's, eh? Boom. There we go. And around there. Got him. Here we go, 12th or better, and we're going in at third place, and 8th or better. Boom. So I would assume, would 8th? No. So there must be another track after this. say we're going to race this out to the 8th or better, and then you'll race out to the top 4. Oh, come on. What would it be? 8? Oh, I better get my boogie on, eh? Look at that, I did a little... There we go. Go around, go up the inside. Got a little bit... Oh, come on, stop it. 8th or better. I'm running out of room here. Getting a bit serious all of a sudden. There we go. Go 4th or better, and there's only 4 left. Is that it? We're down to 4. No, we're not down to 4. We're down to 8. That's right. What am I saying? We're down to 8. But this will be it if you're in the top 4 or not last lap. Let's see how we go. I want to keep this so I can get in front of mate here. Oh, you can rail that. Probably should have. Run that forward. Ooh, too much power. You can ride on these walls too, but that's a thing you can do in the open world. I really don't know where these guys are. Okay, right. So there we go, we made the end. Let's go next. Right. There we are. So I think people are gonna like that. I think they've done very well. Like, they've had long enough, let's face it, like, seriously. Like the, you know, Mario Kart 8 was a Wii game. It wasn't actually a Switch game. They brought out the Deluxe, which was virtually nothing, so they've had some time to get some great ideas and upgrade this, and I think they've done great. I think they've done great indeed. So again, I'm probably going to do some Grand Prix. This is what I'm going to start at, and I might do a few of these, you know, a couple of times a week or something. So I'm not going to do that in this. Oh, actually, I'll just run the, whatever, we'll just run a 50 just to show you. But it's pretty much your standard Grand Prix. So at the end of this, it'll just finish and it'll do the normal trophy presentation. So I find the graphics are great. The load time's great. I find myself not wanting to use my Switch on my TV for some of these games. Just simply, the screen's just heaps better than my TV. I just obviously need a new TV. So, let's go on here, and we've got a 3 lap to start off. So here we go. Let's just, oh, I missed it. Anyway, let's go. You can rail ride that, which I'm still trying to get the hang of, as you can see. Woohoo! Here we go. Oh, I'll start the top. Let's go to the top here. Let's do some fancy stuff. Ooh. And down again. And we got our little woohoo! Oh man, do I like Mario Kart. It is just so much fun. Cruise around here. Wonder if this thing's gonna might get me. I jumped off because I wasn't sure if I was going to fall off the edge or not. And you jump off just by hitting your power slide button once. Well, they don't like me being up the front, see? Let's go down here though. I feel I'm going to have to get a lot better at getting on them rails and jumping on them walls. Oh, there's a rail there to the left, see that? Where the coins are? Looks like you can jump that one too. That's a nice big one. And you'd probably jump straight off back onto... Ah, didn't jump on. Pretty good. That's some power going. Oh. There we go. They're coming for me. We got a rail ride up here. Hey guys, high five! Woohoo! Yeah, into the finish. So anyway, yeah, I think it's good. I don't like the rail ride. I like being able to Tony Hawk it like everywhere. We'll go. It's just normal stuff. It's just gonna go like. That's the end of the game. It's going to go to the next race, and then you'll do all the races. So I'm not doing all of them right now. I'm going to call that done. So I suppose, what is it, and what do I think about the Mario Kart? I think it is. I think it's excellent. I think it's worth buying. I think it's probably one of the greatest launch titles they could have had. I know. I bought the Switch just so I could play Mario games, and that's pretty much why everyone buys a Nintendo, is to play the Mario exclusive stuff. You know, it's pretty good that it can play, you know, things like, you know, this or Zelda, you know what I mean? They can play them, and the graphics is great. Like the Cyberpunk is just so much better played on their actual Nintendo Switch by itself, just in handheld mode. Yeah, because the screen is like I said, my TV is just not even anywhere near as good as the screen that you get. I never experienced that with the old Nintendo Switch. I really didn't care which one it was on, but there is a clear there's a clear benefit, and it really is starting to show the age of my TV, obviously. So anyway, I'm going to leave that video here. I'll put some links for some of these games in the description below. Like and follow and all of that, and you'll get more updates. Have a good one. See you guys.